Okay, anyways, let's get started. You knew you would have my beautiful face today in this cinema frame, I should say, within these sessions of my video shooting, and I call this rambling channel. I know I just called it in a slightly different way, like diving into free English, and I know that happens. These connected things, everything like is relative in our life. Correct me if I'm wrong again, and that's just my story, my whole thing that I'm doing here, I should say. And let's just not invite, but greet anyone here that might be drop some occasional look or not so occasional, just regular look at my channel, what's cooking here. And if in the case that I might be not familiar with the kind of shit that's cooking here, I'm familiarizing you right now. I'm Alex, and I'm doing that. I do this regular practice of mine just regularly on this channel called Dive into Free English again, as I said in the very beginning. And hey and hello everyone out there in amazing YouTube space and entire internet land. That's my channel called Rambling Channel, and that's my beautiful face, and I'm Alex, and welcome to my practice. Today I had pretty lit interpret practice along with my new colleague whose name is Irina. She's a nice gal, I'm telling you, in all honesty. She's beautiful and lit and cool and dope and sick and nice and whatever. She's just lit, what I can tell you, what I can tell, except that I tell you what, she's lit, that's it, and that suffice to say that she's just gal that I like, and the kind of gal that I like, and she's kind of intelligent and just wise as only could, as only clever girl could be wise ever, and just she's like restrained in some way as only good gal could be, and she's like polite, she's like knows a lot of English as I spotted, and she's my new colleague, what I can tell, and we'll see how it goes. Anyways, that's my new way. It's not a new way actually, it's a new style of making my practices along with her, and anyways, we'll see how it goes, but so far I'm contented with her, and we've had just our current practice for the very first time, and she was cool, she was very just intelligent, and she's done the thing thoroughly and in a just impeccable way, I should say. And then that's from what I can tell about her so far, right? I don't know any particularities about her, any backgrounds around her. The only thing I know, she's like a regular that venue that we attend on a regular basis, those locals who are about to enhance and polish their Englishes, and we all knew that spot, right? It goes without saying. All these just story might not be disclosing all the personal stuff around our regulars, right? Why to do that? And correct me if I'm wrong. And that's again my rather just speaking practice rather than something else. Like you might not be even calling this like something enlightening for you, right? Nothing special about this at all. And I just do that what I do, and I like it. I dig it so much. It's never been out of it actually throughout the period of my life track, I should say, my longevity here. I hope this is my longevity, because I want to live a long and happy life along with some gal. We'll see how it goes in nearest future, in short run and long run, and throughout my period of my entire life, I should say. And you see, I've been doing this for how long? Maybe 5 minutes or 4 minutes, but I haven't said something enlightening and useful for you. That's my space where I practice. I like polish, refine my English. I hope I'm tending to do this American version style of my speaking here, and I was been keen on American version of English, though some say that I have so-called British accent. I don't know how they just arrived the conclusion that I had that American accent, how that could be. I don't know. I descended from my native language, and it's not a British version of English language at all. I stem from my Slavic roots, and that's suffice it to say that I'm just Slavic originated guy. If you relate to what I'm saying, and that's just enough for me. And though I have to do so-called American version of my English, and I'm on it right now, and I've been on it all my life, as I remember. And guys, today I tell you what. I drank some water here, and I'm gonna do that again. I have to quench my thirst, I should say. I'm being thirsty right now. It's not to say that there's something cold outside. It's for the contrary, it's darn cold out there, and just darn cold out there. And natives, you understand me, right? You get what I'm saying. Actually, is the glass bottle that resides in my apartment, and I adore this kind of bottles. I have how many? 4 so far, and every one of it has 1 liter of water in it, and I pour in some water before I go to sleep, and while sleeping I make those wakes up within the night time several times to have a leak, to scratch my ear, to scratch my ear, to scratch my ass, to scratch my dick, and also have those awakening things within the night time. So to have some water, to have some sips of my water. It's wet actually. If you didn't know about that, water is wet. I'm telling you, it's never been out of it. Yeah. I used several rude words, so bear with my language here, and that's my channel. I can do whatever I want, right? And guys, today I brought you something. I brought this nice plate made out of metal. Like, it's not a plate, it's kind of bowl, metal made bowl with like a whitish color, kind of just. It's not a covering substance. I don't know what you call it, like paint, like a fabric, not a fabric, but like a paint thing, you know, like whitish, and it has round, dark brim, like rim that goes in circle through the whole circle of this bowl, and on the outer side of it, I should say, it's like slightly black, if you might see right here, and the main things are inside. If you see on your own eyes, I'll show you closer to the camera so that you can see on your own eyes right here. Closer, have a look. Right, you had your look. Okay, you've seen that all. I hope you've seen that all, because it's pretty nice items here. It's like crusher of nuts. The thing is designed particularly for crushing nuts, for just turning them into pieces. You see, I have nut here in my arm, in my hand, and I'm gonna crush it. And guess for what? I'm gonna crush it into pieces, and in order to feed my adorable squirrels that happen to be on my balcony regularly, and they hop in there and they have a look around this balcony of mine, and what they see those nuts there, and they'll be there for them this evening, and I hope so. Then they wake up in the very morning, they will see crushed nuts everywhere on my balcony, and they're gonna eat it and be happy with that. I'm telling you, it will definitely be that way. I promise. I'll be crushing those regular nuts into tiniest pieces, and those nicest critters called squirrel will be there. Definitely they'll be there. They will be there, and will be eating these nuts that I am about to prepare for those squirrels. And that's fucking it about this stuff. And let's do something point oriented. I don't know. I don't have something point oriented except what's been said just right now. And you see those strings with glitters beside my head over there on my wall. I embellished that wall myself, and I put these nicest glitters, string glitters out of my scarf, and out of my wardrobe, I should say. Forgive me for misusing some vocabulary things here. I'm pretty tired as I am, and I'm just stretching my abilities to speak at length in my English, you know what I'm saying? And I pulled them out of the wardrobe and I embellished my wall myself, and with those electrical lights also, which is actually dangling slightly below that glitter thing, below slightly that is dangling slightly below that glitter thing hanging on my wall out there. Oh my god, it's so difficult to me to say all those things without hesitations, not hesitation, but without stumbling. And yes, I tell you what, I've never told you about this nicest picture that right up my, right, 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 right above my head, I should say. That picture, I made it myself, is from Turkey. I took that picture while being in Turkey and while diving in that agency that I adore. Actually, I adore agency as I adore the Black Sea and the Aegean Sea and the Mediterranean Sea and all the seas that we have and I've had in my life. And I dive there, I see kind of wreck ships down there in the deepest blues, and I adore. I'm actually an open water diver, as I told you in one of my previous video sessions of my video shoots here. And I made a picture myself and I hung it there myself, and I decorated and embellished that with the pretty whitish and lit frame over there. You see that whitish frame that restricts all the entire picture itself, and the picture itself is pretty blue, like azure color. It has azure colors. I adore that azure color. And guys, what else? You see that evergreen tree, that perch right above my left shoulder, and I wouldn't show you so far this nice lit artificial made evergreen green tree that is perched right up my left shoulder. And that corny land also is a part of my interior things over here in my apartment. Guys, I tell you what, I'm gonna wrap this shit up in order not to annoy so much your nice ears and not to clutter up your minds with this rubbish I'm doing here. And that's about it for today. Keep practicing, keep doing your own things, what you adore to do in your lives, and you'll be just great about that. I'm telling you, it's never be in slightly and in a completely other way. It's definitely gonna be the most lit way that you ever could have made that. I promise it will definitely be that way. And that's it about tonight. Keep doing your English and whatever to be your second language, because I don't regard my English as a second language anymore. I told you in one of the previous videos, and I'm still on it. I'll be on it if I don't die. I promise I will. That's it about tonight. Take care. See you all until a while. Bye. Thanks for watching my channel.